Hello, Honors Algebra 2 students. I wanted to make a quick help video to send it out to you so you can make sure that you have your second semester honors project in your mind, and hopefully you have at least thought about it. Maybe some of you have started it, but I have mentioned this several times in Class Connect, starting at the beginning of this semester in January, and then mentioning it every once in a while throughout the semester. So you do have a second semester honors algebra 2 project. It is the same exact project that you did first semester, except you have to pick a topic from second semester. So anything that we covered starting in January, unit 1 was we studied sinusoidal graphs. So those were our cosine graphs and our sine graphs. In Unit 2, we studied, I can't even talk today, reciprocal power functions and all kinds of other graphs. They threw into Unit 2, rational functions, radical functions, quadratic functions, absolute value functions, piecewise functions, and step functions. So Unit 2 was just a unit where they threw every graph in that we have not covered yet in Algebra 1 or Algebra 2. They threw that into Unit 2. Unit 3 was, we looked at intersections of graphs. In Unit 3, we did key features of functions, like where is the graph increasing, decreasing, where is it constant. We compared graphs. We talked about average rate of change, which is slope. We learned how to combine functions. So we added functions, subtracted functions, multiplied functions. That was all in Unit 3, just to kind of give you some review on what you could pick to do your project on. There was not a Unit 4 or a Unit 5. We hid those from your site in the OHS because they're not in the Alabama Course of Study for Algebra 2. And then we moved on to Unit 6, which was statistics. We talked about probability and probability distributions. We did binomial distributions. We talked about continuous random variables. We talked about the normal distribution curve. We talked about standard deviations. We compared scores. That's what we did in Unit 6. It was a statistics unit. Unit 7 is the one that you just finished. It was more statistics, sample, population, statistics, parameter. We looked at margin of error. This should be fresh on your mind because this was the last unit test. Surveys, the difference between surveys, experiments, and studies. And then we covered Unit 8. That's the unit that we're in right now, which is matrices, how to multiply matrices by scalar, how to add, subtract, and multiply matrices, how to find the inverses of matrices, and how to find the determinants. And that's going to pretty well end us with our material in Unit 2. So you can pick anything from those units that I mentioned. That's all the units that we've covered this semester. So I think I have the rubrics on this PowerPoint. If you choose, there is a choice. Choice 1 is a Bitmoji Classroom. This is what most of you did last semester. It says create a Bitmoji Classroom for one of our units this semester. Bitmoji Classroom must contain at least 5 live links. Some of you had a little bit of trouble with getting your links to be live. Remember, they just need to take us somewhere else when you click on that link. The classroom must contain a page listing all the lessons in the unit that you choose. So you're going to choose Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. You're not going to choose 4 or 5 because those don't exist. You're going to choose Unit 7, Unit 6, Unit 7, or Unit 8. So you're going to choose one of those units. You're going to have a page somewhere in your Bitmoji Classroom of all the lessons that are in that unit. You can make that one of your links if you want to. It must also contain at least one video. So your Bitmoji Classroom needs a link to a video. Make sure that you share that video and that I can open it. So a couple different ways. You can make a 10-minute video and upload it to your Google Drive. Share the link from your Google Drive. You can also make a 10-minute video and upload that to YouTube. Share the link from YouTube. Make sure if you're sharing a link from YouTube that it is public so I can click on it. And make sure if you're sharing a link from your Google Drive that you make it available to anyone. Several of y'all sent me links and you didn't make sure that you could, that was a link for me that I could open. If you need help with that, just email me. As far as the links, I'll be glad to explain that again. It says The video, the 10-minute video, must contain at least one worked example from one of the lessons that you chose in the unit that you chose. The video must be at least 10 minutes long. Okay. I don't need a video that I have to download because it requires a lot of space for me to download, and then I have to open it. So I want that video to be a link. That's the easiest way. It's going to be the best way for you to make sure that there's no issues. You can see the rubric. 30 points are going to come from your math accuracy. That's going to be in your 10-minute video. 15 points are going to come from that you have 5 active links that I can click on that will take me somewhere else. 15 points will come from your video that you've added. 15 points will come from your link of your video. 15 points will come from a list of the lessons in the unit that you chose, and 10 points will be creativity and neatness. We have talked about this. Someone said, can I use the Bitmoji Classroom that I made for first semester? Absolutely. So you'll just use the same Bitmoji Classroom. You'll just change your links. Okay. You may have some links that aren't necessarily related to the unit that you chose. So for instance, you might have a link to how to use the calculator. So if, you could leave that link in there, but if your links are connected with the unit that you chose from first semester, go make sure that you change those and that they're associated with the unit that you're covering, that you chose for your project this semester that we're in. So again, you can decorate your Bitmoji Classroom. This is just a picture. This is from Google Slides. And also, if you want to go in and look at my Bitmoji Classroom, it is under Content, and it's at the very, very top. When you hit Content, it's above Unit 1. If you choose choice number 2, it's a recorded lesson. It says create a PowerPoint or Google slide presentation and record a lesson on one topic that we've covered this semester. This lesson must be at least 45 minutes long. The lesson must contain a do now, practice problems, and an exit ticket. Your lesson must also contain at least one example problem worked out. You're probably going to have multiple example problems worked out because 45 minutes is an awful long time. You can use Screencastify or any other recorder that's free. And my favorite is Screencastify, but there are several out there. And then you can see the rubric. 30 points are going to come from math accuracy. 15 points from your PowerPoint or your Google slide presentation, 15 points from your do now exit ticket practice, 15 contains worked examples, 15 points video length, and 10 points creativity and neatness. If I had to choose, I would choose choice 1 just because I had to do a 10-minute video. You do not have to show your face in the video, either in the 45-minute video or the 10-minute video. That's completely up to you. All right, I do want to show you... I do want to show you when you do an active link, because this is an issue that I had with some people from first semester. So let me find a video. Let me go to my personal email. Yep, I just switched to my school email and I didn't want to do that. Hold on. Come on. All right, I might can find a video here. It doesn't have to be a video. It can be anything. Here is the PowerPoint. So if I wanted to share it as an active link, you're going to right click. You're going to go to share. Don't go to copy link. Go to share first. And then you've got to make sure that this box is that you click that anyone with the link. So if you're sharing a link, so if you uploaded your video into your Google Drive and you're sharing the link, you've got to make sure that you click anyone with a link, because it defaults to restricted. Okay, I've just shared this link before, obviously. And then you copy the link, and then you're going to go back into your PowerPoint. And I'm recording, so this will probably not work. But wherever you'll highlight the word, so you'll highlight this, you'll right click, and you'll insert that copied link that you got from your Google Drive. You can also just go to YouTube. You can find videos from YouTube. That's not going to be your 10-minute video or your 45-minute video. That's going to be you making that video. But you can, as your 5 links, you could include videos from YouTube that matched with the unit that you chose. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to send this out to everybody that's in Honors Algebra 2. Due date. That's important. Let's write that down. The due date for the second semester honors project is May the 2nd. So that is quickly approaching. I don't know why that went blank. The due date for your project is May the 2nd. All right. If you have any questions, go ahead and start thinking about what subject that you're going to pick. I'll also show you this, that if you go to your OHS and you go to, hold on, let me get into your class. If you go to content, I think some people use this idea first semester, so I'll share it with you. If you go to content and you go to My Bitmoji Classroom, let me show you something. So under content, under table of contents, My Bitmoji Classroom is the very first thing. I'll open it up. And then I have a link to all my whiteboards. So you can either click on it here, or you can, I've got it linked to the second slide. So it goes to the second slide. So these are all the whiteboard decks that I've made for this semester. So this is semester B. So if you definitely can borrow some of my problems if you want to. You just have to do your own teaching. So if, let's say if you were going to do unit 7.07 or that section, then there's probably formulas. If you click on that, that's the whiteboard of 7.07. Some of y'all may have saved your whiteboards, but there's probably going to be more whiteboards here than we did in Class Connect, because some of these I might have done with my regular Algebra 2 students. All right. So hopefully you'll find this short video helpful. And then if you have any other questions, send me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. Thanks. Bye.